And we are live. Hello, everybody.
Good
Welcome. Good
morning.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We hope you're doing well. Welcome to another live session with Lee J and Melissa. My name is Lee J.
And I'm Melissa.
I'll just ate breakfast there, so
Yeah,
she
we
ate
just
ko- tuyo. Tuyo for
so good.
breakfast. And yeah, no, we haven't been live for quite some time. We are extremely busy with, with all the events and um, uh, businesses, our business opportunities, right? So now we are back to our normal live schedule. Um, the For those of you who are new here, welcome, right? Welcome to our page. And if you're watching this on my profile, right? Welcome as well, right? It's turning to be a this profile is turning to be a business profile very soon, right? But that's okay. We are here to help people. But yeah, so the topic for today, you guys, is very simple. We just had a uh, hang on just a second. Let me just post this. We just had a what's the word I'm looking for?
Yesterday?
Meeting yesterday. Yeah, so a meeting
Yeah,
yesterday,
a
and
prayer meeting
prayer meeting.
yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's about the gospel reading, right?
Hmm.
On yesterday's gospel reading.
And it's nice because this reflections, you guys. It's also a good way for us to um, to share these reflections. We celebrated Amelia's third birthday yesterday, which is incredible. I think it's an awesome time to spend with our family and friends, and
Yeah,
her entire not entire, but her friends was there, right?
yeah,
Our community friends and very close to us. So it's nice that Amelia get to
celebrate her
celebrate.
birthday, and they gave um, Amelia some gifts and some blessings,
Yeah,
right?
but most
Prayer
importantly, I think
intention.
she enjoyed it, right? She
Yeah,
enjoyed it. So that's one
yeah,
big part
yeah.
yesterday.
She turned 3 yesterday.
She turned 3. We love her so
Yeah.
much, right?
Yes, and we also went to church in the morning. So we
Mm,
took some photos of her because she grows up so fast. Next thing you know,
she
she's
did. Yeah, she does.
5 years old, 10 years old.
Yeah, Auburn, all the the older kids that we have, seems to fly. The time seems to fly so fast,
Yeah, they grow
and
too
and
fast.
now they're here, right?
Sometimes you just want to hold them off at a certain age and just like, ugh.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, today's live session, we're gonna talk about a very important topic called, um, why is it
Why?
important to know our whys, right?
Yeah.
And I think in this day of age, right, it's easy to get lost,
Hmm.
and it's easy to just do mundane task, just go for the job and just do the job, not knowing the
Yeah.
right direction, right?
Yeah, you could easily be pulled in into many different aspects of life,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it gets really busy, and sometimes it's really hard to prioritize,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hmm. And with the gospel from yesterday, the one that we had a chance to gather up and
Had a discussion.
had a discussion, it was very meaningful because it talks about the blind man, right? A blind beggar who reached out to Jesus, and Jesus asked, "Oh, what can I do for you?" And the blind beggar was asking if
He could
he
see
could
one more,
see
once again.
he could see again. And then Jesus said, "Go, your faith has made you well."
Right.
And it really made us think about, the blind man, in beggar, instead of asking for, for riches or having a family. Maybe he's lonely, maybe he wanted
Mm,
to get married someday, or he wanted, like, maybe at that time of the it's very dangerous to be on the
mm.
streets. Maybe he could have asked, "Oh, keep me safe."
All right.
Those kind of things, like,
He's a
so.
beggar, so that means he's poor. He could have said,
Yeah, it
make
could.
me rich," right?
Yeah, but he asked to have to be able to
To
see
see,
again.
yeah.
And that really strike us, because we kind of had this session to be able to think of what really is our mission, like what do we really want if Jesus show up
Today.
today, and Jesus asks, "What can I do for you?"
Mm-hmm.
and you can ask anything, but what is it really that
Mm-hmm.
you really want,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's like your why, right? Like, you get up in the morning, you get up, right, because of your why,
Mm-hmm.
right? And yeah, so that's the topic for today. Why is it important to know your why? What do you want me to do for you?
Mm. And that's Jesus asking the blind beggar, right? Is what do you want me to do for you? And I think when we talk about why is it important to know our whys, because we need to know, right, why we're doing this anyways,
Yeah, like,
because
why are we even in business? Why are we working
mm,
hard together? We could just be, lying around and go on
mm,
our jobs. Why do we step up our game
what
and
do you strive
actually,
more,
yeah, and
right?
actually strive for more?
Hmm. And I think one of the reasons, and there's many whys, guys, right? And the bigger the why is, the smaller the price is going to be, right? Meaning, it doesn't mean like that the value of that price that you're willing to pay is big enough, right? Or is monetary big, meaning that even though it's hard to pay for it, right? And Zig Ziglar actually talks about it. He talks about life being a buffet, but it's more of a cafeteria, right? Because life, you can eat whatever you want, right?
Mhm.
And but at the end of that, you have to pay, right? So life isn't like that. Life is more like a cafeteria. You actually have to pay first. You can pick whatever you want, but you have to pay the cashier first before you can enjoy it, right? If you
Mhm.
do it the other way around, it's very, very tough. And I think that's what happened to us, many times, where we eat as much as we can, and then when it comes to paying, it's very difficult for us to pay. And we've learned lessons like that in life.
Mhm.
And when you have your why, when you have the bigger why of why you're doing it, why you're eating, while you're collecting all of these things, it gets easier for us to pay for the bill, because we know where it's going. And I think with the topic today, why is it important? So that we have a sense of direction, so that we have a sense of motivation,
Mhm.
energy to
Yeah.
to spend, um, and to know our
Yeah.
mission, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these value words that we're dropping right now, these are the reasons, right? It could be I couldn't be more specific, right? But
Yeah.
just an overall why, right? Is is giving us a sense of motivation, direction, continuing the mission, right?
Yeah.
um Tell us
Yeah.
about when you woke up this morning at
Yeah. Yeah. I woke up this morning and around five, 5 in the morning.
mm,
And I don't usually wake up that early. I'm usually late. Uh,
mhm,
I usually wake up at 8 in the morning, 8 or 9.
Mm.
Because I sleep late as well. And just this morning, I was really struck by the conversation that we had
Mm.
last night about that blind beggar,
Mm.
and it really hit me to the point that maybe Jesus is asking us to be blind and not get distracted of all these shiny objects,
Mm.
right? And just really focus on what matters the most. And what really struck me this morning is, right now, and along with all the other things that's going on with our
Mm.
lives, like, and our prayers too. And one of my prayers that I was lifting up yesterday was my
Mm.
parents are in that age now, our parents in that age now where they're looking into retirement. And
Mm.
because we have seen pensioners and retirees at the age of late 60s, early
Mhm.
70s, and we have seen them struggle. I have seen them struggle, and I don't want my parents to go through that experience when they're struggling to make ends meet when they are in their 70s or 80s.
Mhm.
And even Lee J with his grandpa in the Philippines, um you know he doesn't want him to struggle to be able to pay the bills,
As much as possible.
right? And so we want to help as much of our parents, our grandparents, as much as we can, because they are in that age where they need help, where
Mm.
they need us to step up our game, to because they've sacrificed a lot of us, and it's not like they're asking us to help them,
Mm.
and it's
Or
just
they
or
they are making us obliged to do
yeah,
it.
it's
No.
just our choice because they have been good parents to us. They brought us here in Canada. We are living the freedom and the lifestyle that we're living right now here in Canada,
Mm.
because they brought us here when we were in teenagers,
Mm.
15 years old, right? And they did the sacrifice for us so that we get to experience the life that they wanted for us.
Mm.
And now I think it's not just a payback anymore, it's more like the right thing to do,
Mm.
to be able to retire your parents, to be able to help your parents live a comfortable retirement,
Mm.
right? And I realize, this message that we're having from yesterday, that our parents are really um, in that age now where they need help from us,
Mhm.
even though they're not asking. My parents are very very independent
Right.
people. They would rather want to help you than ask
Right.
help from
Other people.
anybody.
Yeah. No,
you
it's.
know
I think it's not just a, Mel's realization, but also realization of other people in our community.
Mhm.
It seems like people our age, parents that are good parents. Like, I mean, good people. They seem to have similar goals, right?
Goals, yeah.
Similar mission.
Mission.
And it's not because their parents are forcing them to help them whatsoever,
Yeah.
right? But it just they felt
Yeah.
compelled to do so because of the good
Yeah.
things that the parents have done. And I think
Yeah.
that's the essence of being in a family, right?
Yeah.
um and I see this a lot with Filipino families where where the siblings or the children are the one helping the parents, right? when
Yeah.
when when they get ahead in life. And I don't know if it's a cultural thing, right? But in Canada, I see a lot of home for the aged, and retirement homes. And
Mm-hmm.
even when Mel was telling me some of the stories of
Yeah.
seniors, right, that are doing their taxes, right? and you can really see the struggle financially, being not being able to even provide basic necessities.
Mhm.
um, it's heartbreaking to see that, right? And
Mhm.
I don't know if it's a cultural thing. Hopefully it's not, right? But again, there's this level uh, of not there's this level of love, right? That you have with your parents, especially if your parents are
Yeah.
good to you.
Yeah,
And
and while they are still, alive, I guess,
mhm,
um, you want to give them as much as love as you can give them.
mhm,
And that's why we really resonated um with with the people that we are surrounded with,
mhm,
because those are the kind of things that they are working towards too. And they want to retire their parents, they want to give their parents more comfortable retirement,
mhm.
right? Possibly be able to bring them to other countries that they've never seen before, or be able to experience food that they haven't eaten before.
Do you know uh, there's this people in our community that are very successful in the business, and where they actually bring their parents all over the world, right, to Disneyland. To
Yeah.
it's the other way
Yeah.
around. But
Hmm.
again, this is because I think the parents did a good job, right,
Yeah.
raising their kids. And the kids who also formed a conscience around it, right? And it's sad to witness you know individuals or parents
Are left
that's left
alone.
alone. They're
um
suffering, right?
yeah.
And I think all of this comes down to that realization that we need to have a sense of why. And
Yeah.
yes, our whys are are bigger than the paychecks that we have. That's why we wanted to earn more, to work, and to build something
Mhm.
that's gonna that's also going to overflow to those
Mhm.
people around us.
Mhm.
And it's a sense of priority as well. EJ, why can't
Yeah.
you just give it to the charity, right? Why don't we just give it to the poor people?
Yeah, like
um
it's like you can give to the charity at the same time, while you're helping your parents,
mhm.
right? While you're maybe bring your parents to charities,
Mm.
to
At the same time, it's the sense of being compelled to do so.
yeah.
um
And yeah, like our parents are in that age now where well, my dad is more than um
Retirement age, let's just
retirement
say.
age.
Yeah.
And and sometimes I hear things like he wanted, to do more, he wanted to be involved in
Mm.
charities, and I want to be able to
Support.
support that,
Mhm.
right? And to be able to help him do that,
Mhm.
because that gives him his why too. That is his why too, to be able, that his life is not the end, and yes, there's
Mm.
still more to
To
his
come,
life
yeah.
that he could do. And it's just it gives us that inspiration, that sort of mission to be able
Mm.
to do that for them,
Mhm.
help them do that and support them. Yeah.
Yes. So, and there's many other whys that we have, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wall here. Where the wall is right now is our roadmap, right? And one of the roadmap there, one of the biggest
Yeah.
milestone that's in there is to really help our parents retire. And I
Yeah.
think we are not there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we are
We
working
are on
towards
the
it. We
way
are on the
because
way.
we are a part of a community,
Mhm.
an online community where people, this like-minded, people who are like us, are in the
Boat.
same boat. They're also looking to help their
Yeah.
parents. They're also looking to help their
Mm.
families, you know, and we feel like we are in the right place because we are in a community like that,
Mhm.
and we have the means to be able to do that for them.
Mhm.
And some people have done it in a couple of years, 3 years,
Some
and
people 5 years,
5 years.
right?
And so
But they got there,
yeah,
right?
they got
They got
there,
the important
right?
things. They got there. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you think, like, if you have a goal of 2 years to retire your parents, 3 years,
Mm.
it's possible, because we have seen it to in our online community. And if you want to learn more about that, you can
Mm.
register to our free workshop. It happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. PST, 5 p.m. MST, 6 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. And don't worry if you can't watch it live. We do have a recorded session,
Mhm.
where you can watch it at any time. You are
Recorded.
free. Yeah.
And yeah, so hopefully we inspired you on this session, and
Yes.
reach out to us if there is a similar goal that you have, a similar mission that you have. Let us know about it as well, so that maybe we can collaborate together and help each other. And if it's resonating with you, right, starting an online business, having to have an extra income, having to augment your current situation right now. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling that you're in a wheel, right?
Yeah.
Nothing is
Or you're
moving,
losing hope,
right? Losing hope,
that you have big dreams, and then you're starting to realize that it's not possible anymore.
right? Or
But
or you feel
they
like
are possible,
you feel
because
like
we
the,
have
the time
seen
is
it.
short, right, for a lot of these things. So reach out to us. There might be a way, to get started on a business. It is a business, though. It's not free, right? The webinar is free, but the actual starting a business, it's never free, right? But it's super affordable to a lot of people, right? A lot of people can actually do this.
Mhm.
They can get started
Yeah.
on their own. So
Yeah.
we are here. We can support you.
Yeah.
We have an entire training session.
If
Um,
200, if over 200,000 people have done it, I
mm,
believe that you can do it as
as
well.
well. All
Yeah.
right. So thank you
Okay.
very much,
Thank you so
guys.
much
God
for
bless.
watching.
Have
Take
fun. Bye
care.
bye.